Hey guys, this is Kristen from KristenCoaching.com. You know, a lot of people ask me, what am I doing wrong in my relationship? I get that question so often from men and women, but more so women these days. And I really wanted to do this video about that topic specifically because it would just be so nice if there was a guide, right? If there was like a guide that said how to be the perfect girlfriend, how to be the perfect wife, and we could just follow that guide to the T, and we can do all the things that it says, and we would live this happy, exciting life with our partners forever. Wouldn't that be awesome? Unfortunately, that guide does not exist. However, I know a lot of things that are common mistakes that women make when it comes to relationships. And I really wanted to create this video today so we can talk about them and explore them and really identify mistakes and see if it's anything that you are doing. Because at the end of the day, right, we really just want a happy relationship, and we're not perfect, and we do make mistakes. I think a lot of women can be so wrapped up in, oh my God, I gotta do the perfect thing. I gotta be the perfect girlfriend all the time. That's not gonna happen. You are going to definitely make mistakes. But if you're asking the question, what am I doing wrong in my relationship? And if that question has been asked on more than one occasion, well, that probably tells me that you might be making some common relationship errors that could be deal breakers for the other person at times. And we want to make sure that when we get into relationships that we're doing behaviors that are healthy and are good for the relationship and our partners appreciate about us, essentially. So we're going to dive into the warning signs of things that you might not be doing so right, so we can change that up, okay? So I'm really excited to talk about this today. Before I do, please subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already, and you will get a notification every time one of my new videos pops up. Super exciting. Okay, so let's just dive into it. The first common mistake that I see all the time of people, not doing things right in the relationship is that a lot of times women and men, but I'm going to talk to you ladies out there, okay? Definitely focused on the ladies today. Because it's really important that you guys know this stuff. So basically, if you are too jealous, that is the first common mistake of what you could be doing wrong in the relationship. Listen, it's not easy to be trusting. Like, I get it. We all have baggage. We all have things that have happened in past relationships that we have been hurt and we have been lied to. And it's really hard to come into your new relationship and just be 100% trusting and sure, like whatever, I'm just going to trust that you are doing your thing and you tell me where you are and I believe it. And I'm going to trust that the girl that you went to lunch with is really your coworker and it isn't anybody else that you don't have interest in. You know, it can be really hard to take that leap of trust. But when we are too jealous, oftentimes our partner can see the sides of us that really look ugly, you know? Jealousy and the sense of possessiveness is really unattractive to our other halves. And I'm not saying that you can't have a sense of insecurity or doubt, within what your partner is doing, because that does take time to build. But at the same time, you can't always do the proven, the person is guilty until proven innocent. If you do it in that way, that's not going to work. We have to own the sense of security within ourselves, ladies. We have to put out this energy that, hey, we're going to be okay, that we're confident women. We've been through a lot in our lives. You are a warrior. You are strong. You are courageous. And you have to put that sense of security out there in your relationship. And when your partner and your boyfriend or your husband can see that, the jealousy the jealousy energy, isn't going to be in the forefront, and therefore it's not going to be an unattractive thing. Although you might be struggling internally, you have to put out this sense of, I'm going to be okay no matter what. I have to trust my other half for it to work until my other half gives me a reason not to trust him. And then therefore we need to work on certain aspects of our relationship. We have to start rebuilding the trust. But until the trust is broken, you have to give your partner the benefit of the doubt. I know it's hard to do so, especially again, since we have been hurt in the past, but it's very important to do. We have to be confident. We have to know we're going to be okay. We have to know that we can pick ourselves up, God forbid something bad happens, and the trust is broken. So don't be too jealous. Ask yourself, is what am I doing wrong in the relationship? Does that have to do with being too jealous? If so, take some steps, pull back, do a little more energy exude some more energy that is more trustworthy and trusting of your other half, and just see if that makes a difference. I think it 100% will. The second thing that when women ask, what am I doing wrong in my relationship? A lot of times women pick fights with their other half. They start arguments. I mean, I definitely am guilty of this as well. We are not perfect, okay? I want to let you know that. However, a lot of times women start fights because we are testing our other halves, essentially. A lot of times we want to see, how far can I go before my other half leaves me or my boyfriend leaves me? It's almost like, and a lot of times this is a subconscious test. We almost want to see, how loyal are you that I'm going to, pick this fight. We're going to have this argument. Are you going to stay with me? I want you to prove how much you love me. I want you to prove that, hey, we can have this fight and you're going to still be here at the end of the day. So I want you to ask yourself, am I too nitpicky on certain things? Am I starting too many arguments? Who starts the arguments in the relationship, most of the time? I mean, if one, in terms of arguing, yes, that is normal and it happens. Should it be happening daily? No, it shouldn't. That's not, I think, a healthy relationship. I mean, I guess it depends what you view as arguing. But if you're saying that, hey, I'm fighting with my other half daily, no, that's not a healthy place to be in. And then ask yourself, who is starting these arguments? Is it you? Is it him? And really get to the root of why that's going on. In any healthy relationship, yes, we argue, but we do not argue that frequently. There shouldn't be that many things that come up, especially every day, that you guys aren't agreeing on. So I just want this piece of, am I starting fights, really to just have that self-reflection and ask yourself if you are the one who's doing that. If you are doing it in the terms of trying to test your partner to see if he is going to go, that is a common mistake because, sometimes partners do leave because women, or we are creating this sense of chaos in the relationship, and essentially we're making it unhealthy. And why would our boyfriends or our husbands want to stay in that type of an environment if we're creating a hostile environment, if we're creating an environment that our partners aren't going to want to be with us in? Again, not saying we can't bring up things that we don't like in the relationship or things we're upset about. I mean, that's healthy and that's normal. But if we're doing it all the time, I would ask yourself, why are you feeling the need to bring up negative things so often? What's going on for you? Are you not getting your needs met? Are you doing it because you are testing your other half? Just some things to think about, okay? Another thing of what a lot of women do wrong in the relationship, and men as well, is that you lie. Dishonesty is not going to be healthy long-term in your relationship, okay? Honesty is one of my core foundations to a healthy relationship. And you need to have honesty in the relationship in order for it to last long-term. Because with honesty, you build trust and you build that really core experience. And it can start with little lies, and those little lies a lot of times can really lead up to big lies. And yes, we all have our reasons why we might feel that maybe a white lie here and there is okay to do, but I really encourage you to not do that, because we are walking on really thin ice when we tell our other halves things that are not true. I want you to ask yourself, do you want your other half to be lying to you about things? Do you want your other half to not tell you certain things? It works both ways. My philosophy is, Treat your other half how you would want to be treated. And I know you don't want to be lied to. Nobody does. So why do you think it's okay for you to lie to your other half? It isn't. You really got to work on honesty and truthfulness and just being candid. And especially too, it's like if you're going to have an ongoing relationship with your other half, why do you want to have an ongoing relationship that's built on lies? Because therefore that relationship is not, it's not authentic. It's not real. There's lies that are in that foundation there. So you're really having this relationship that isn't 100% the real deal here, Have a relationship that is open, that is honest, that is you, that's him, that's you guys together, and you're creating this really pure thing, So really, really ask yourself, am I lying? What am I lying about? And stop doing that. It's not going to help. And if you have lied, come clean. Coming clean, it really is a way of just being free from it and testing the relationship and testing, hey, is this really gonna, I really need to test to make sure that this is gonna work based on a healthy tool on true honesty and pureness of what's going on. Is this going to work? If it doesn't work, then it's not meant to be in the first place. If it is going to work, then great, and then that way you're not feeling guilty that you're lying. And this goes both ways. Your partner should not be lying to you as well. And then the last thing that people are doing wrong in terms of making mistakes in the relationship is they are not trusting of their significant other. And this has to do with the jealousy piece that we talked about earlier. But we have to learn how to trust. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it. We had already talked about it. But I want to just dive and hone on to this piece, okay? Trust is huge. Trust is what makes the relationship really last, because we're not going to be able to be with our partners 24/7. We have to have this sense of security that our partners are being honest with us. They're doing everything that we are happy about and we feel good about. And we know that they're not going to be doing anything that's going to cause harm to ourselves and harm to the relationship. So if you are not trusting your significant other, I highly suggest that you start doing that. And I have videos on how to rebuild trust in the relationship. And I want you to click on that, because if you need to rebuild that or you need to learn how to trust, I really suggest that you watch that, because that's going to be really good tips on how to go from there. Okay? So stop asking, what am I doing wrong in the relationship? And start feeling good about the choices that you are making for the relationship. You want to be your best self. Okay? You want to be your best girlfriend, your best wife, your best partner. So really self-reflect and take action steps that are going to make you be your best person that you are. You don't need to be making decisions and doing behaviors that are going to cause detriment to the relationship. You want to do things, again, that you're happy and you're proud of, so you can really make this relationship strong and really become, that unit and that strong unit that you guys want to be. So please feel free to comment below, ask me any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I will see you guys next time for my next video. Take care. Bye.